喂，喂，安安，晚上好，晚上好。今天继续跑我们的 Alan Wake Remastered。昨天我们是玩到刚把 Barry 从小屋救出来。哦，刚把 Barry 从小屋救出来。
And he would give me Alice. I wouldn't give him any other choice. A drowning man will clutch at a straw.
然后我也更新了一下显卡驱动，不知道今天会不会再更顺一点。对，因为昨天我觉得没有到那么的顺畅，实际玩下来了，有感觉是这样。就开始吧。然后现在是为数不多的白天哦，这游戏里面为数不多的白天。
Little by little, without realizing it, I'd come to believe that the story in the manuscript was coming true. The current of its narrative had taken me deeper and deeper into dark waters. Alice had been taken from me. Barry was probably in jail. I was a fugitive from the FBI. The whole world taken over by the dark presence was trying to destroy me. It all felt real, but it matched a textbook case of insanity. Even during daytime, I was being stalked. The bridge must have collapsed only moments after I'd crossed it.
封起来了。这边我也是没有太多印象。好，真低难开。白天是不用武器的，手电筒也不用拿。
This is Pat Main, and you're listening to KBF-FM. Folks, I want to apologize for kind of abandoning you to that looping music track last night, but I was detained. You see, I encountered a big shot G-man with an itchy trigger finger who could use a lesson in manners and a boot in the ass. Not necessarily in that order either. Now, folks, I know I'm not being very informative here, and I apologize for that. I really should just keep quiet, but I'm just so peeved right now because some people just shouldn't.
Yeah.
Carrying badges. I'm just glad that our Sheriff Breaker was there to straighten things out. And if someone I met last night is listening, let me just say, I'm sorry if my mouth got you in trouble. I'm pretty sure you're not the bad guy here. Godspeed, son. I hope you know what you're doing. Now, on a lighter note, I'll be talking to Dr. Nelson all morning. But first, a little music.
对啊，那个人就是在说我。但肯定我现在走的这些地方，一定有某个地方是有保温杯的，只是我不知道藏在哪里而已。为了赶在礼拜五之前玩完，我们还是专心一点走主线就好了，保温杯就算了吧。 说实在的，我不太明白他安排这一段的用意在哪里。就是这段的用意就有点意义不明，我自己是这样觉得、啊。
Now, Doc, you were talking about life and finding that special someone, that soulmate. Well,
或许是中间剧情稍微让你缓和一下而已，给你一个白天，让你看起来比较舒服一点而已。
strange because I always pegged you as a hopeless romantic. You got me there, Pat. But I think love's where you look.
这边是要去那个谷仓那边去等那个绑匪，就是绑走 Alice 的那个绑匪。会在那边待到晚上。干嘛？刚卡在这里。
Vermont, spying on the writer on the ferry had been a disappointment. His boss had made wait.
其实就目前拿到原稿书来看，撇除掉在梦魇模式的原稿，我其实还漏了不少至少还漏了，就是前面 Episode 1跟 Episode 2至少都还漏了一到2张原稿左右，其实漏的还算蛮多的。但有些本来就藏得很隐秘啦，不是说那么好发现。
I was early. I was supposed to meet the kidnapper at noon in the main building. The coal mine was quiet. It was a museum now.
煤矿场现在已经变成了博物馆了，就是这边吧。
I didn't want to go outside. Cops had to be looking for me. The noon sun turned the place into a sauna. The day dragged on. Different scenarios ran through my mind. Ways of how I'd torture the kidnapper to get Alice back. Or the different horrible things he could have done to her. I imagined her dead. I had no way of knowing she was still alive. It was killing me. I was running on blind hope. It was all a waste of time. The bastard never showed up.
白天等到晚上。
Wait,
Where the hell are you?
change of plans. You know where Mirror Peak is? It's a big mountain north of where you are. You follow the path from the mine, you can't miss it. There's a lookout point there. I'll be waiting.
I'm through being jerked
You
around by
want
you.
to see your wife alive? Because if you do, you better watch what you say to me. Do we understand each other?
I want to talk to Alice.
Yeah, and I want the manuscript. Don't keep me waiting, Wake.
Hello? Hello? Ah! I'm gonna kill him.
I had to get to Mirror Peak.
那这边就要往劲风走了。
Close. Maybe closer than ever before.
币都还在，火炬17个，超多，想怎么用就怎么用。拿到了原稿。
When Thomas Zane fell for Barbara Jagger, it happened fast. She was young, vibrant, and beautiful, full of life. He had never been a very happy man, and without any seeming effort, she had changed all that.
就是 Barbara 就是 Thomas 的灵感来源。哎呦！你就留到这种时候啊。我去对于这种物体，对，应该说物体吧，物体的效果还不错。不会穿模打到我吧？
The only way to reach the hillside ahead was to go through the building. I had to find a way to avoid electrocution.
这边也是出一大堆啊。这边得先赶快把那个关掉。 但我觉得这个地方一定有偷藏保温杯，只是我没空找。赶紧先绕跑再说。There we go. 这里要给这个瓶子一定有战斗。是什么 ？Trust no one in the dark。怎么样？Follow.
Some of the Taken retained echoes of their former selves, but these were just the nerve twitches of a dead thing. Nothing remained but a shell covered and filled with darkness. In most cases, these puppets were enough for the purposes of the Dark Presence. But for anything more elaborate, as with the writer, it was different.
因为作家可以改变他目前既有的现实啊，可以把它写活，所以才需要 Alan 的头脑。有 bug。
There was no way the
树
flash
都在闪。
grenades were standard power company equipment.
后面应该有藏东西吧？我觉得。抱歉，竟然没有。重置版的品质长这样实在是不行啊！我必须说。我不知道是不是因为我在游戏里面调了设定的关系，但也不应该要长这样。说实在的。弹多用一点吧。一直在闪的会让我眼睛不太舒服。
I stared through the bars of the jail cell. Barry stood behind me, swaying on his feet, looking as ill as I felt. Agent Nightingale stood on the other side of the bars with Sheriff Breaker. Nightingale had a stack of manuscript pages in his hand. He seemed unhinged as he gloated. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent.
一定要重开一下，不然的话，那个一直在闪，我受不了。我整个游戏重开。比如说，都已经是这么老的游戏了，这优化还做成这样，真的是不太行。啊，其实我不知道那个记录点会记录在哪里耶。就从这开始啊 ，OK， 至少那树不会再闪了。你看，被人踩到了，怎么多啊？走。这是闪光啊！哇，距离太远，不然正常来说两发这种大只的应该会死。刚刚看过了，哎，这有东西可以拿，这里面。好肥啊！哎呦，这应该省一点。不过还这么多，12个火炬跟8个闪光弹，好像还说得过去。哎，干！白痴哦！哎，跳可不可以跳准一点啊？他妈，很滑呢。我也是服了。对，硬 A 成功。
I had no real plan. I was going to give the kidnapper all the manuscript pages I had for Alice. If that wasn't enough, I'd hold him at gunpoint and make him talk.
拱洞是这边要大量出怪了。光是这个 reload 比较慢。哎！两样不宜久留呢。绕一圈看看，这好像是一个圈，绕一下。哎呦看，那没什么东西，快走吧。这个背景音在的话，就代表会一直出怪，麻烦。尽快离开这个地方。一发解决比较快。干好像也不用哦，直接走到下面来就好了。手枪剩不多了。
The dark presence was moving ahead of me in the same direction I was going. A cold feeling settled itself in the pit of my stomach. Was it going for Alice?
也现在很强吧？手枪真的剩不多了，剩15发，有点少。哦，是那种速度很快的那种。有点小王啊。
The place was dead, a ghost town. Had been for decades, maybe a century.
应该还有这些，对，我记得有些房子做好还是进不去的，看起来可以进去，但实际上是进不去的那种。好，
Things were never as simple in real life as in fiction. I had lost count of the times I had wished there'd be a clear reason for my writer's block.
早就不想读啦。去加快我们的游戏进程。摆一个位置就好了。这种一定要按住的，很麻烦。
Anything outside of writing is a struggle. I feel ill. I managed to make my way downstairs. There's a shoebox filled with books and papers by Thomas Zane. It's very hard to focus, but I managed to read some of it. He's a poet, and a good one. He writes of muses and creators summoning fabulous things from a magic lake, using his powers to shape the world of a realm of gods and dreams and demons, dark things that wait for a chance to slip through, wearing the flesh of men as disguise. Zane writes about himself, his girlfriend being taken over by a dark presence, about growing scared of the lake. Zane believes it's a mirror to the gaping void of darkness above, where some Lovecraftian presence lurks. I crawl back upstairs. I'll borrow these things for my story. They ring true. They fit.
对，Thomas Zane 跟那个 Barbara 都是被黑暗力量控制的，然后还都跟那个什么有关，那个就是有一点那个 Lovecraft 的形式啊，就是所谓的那个叫什么 那个设定叫什么？忘记了。感觉就是那种古神的类，就是那种古神类的那种黑暗设计。那个叫什么啊？一时之间要我想起来，我还真是想不起来。那个叫爱手艺的那个故事背景，那个叫什么？克苏鲁，对，克苏鲁。那枪子弹比较多。但它也不是完全跟克苏鲁有关，它只是有牵扯到一点而已，有借鉴了克苏鲁的概念在而已。他说，就是那种风格形式的黑暗力量。
The kidnapper had sent me a text. The message was full of spelling errors and insults. It was telling me to hurry up.
等我剪完这个再 hurry up。要想原来12发就是满的。
Birds.
鸟又来喽！这应该会有怪。是吗？哎呦 ！Turn us go to Cauldron Lake， 就是那个湖，就是这个通道是这个隧道是通往那个湖的。叫爽了没？
Without warning, the headache stabbed at my brain.
Alice? Alice?
I'm losing it. I gotta get out of here. The hunters were big, thick-set men, confident and at home in the woods. They were feeling good, running on beer.
给那么多火炬，还是要出怪了。
even behind the closed doors and curtains of his grimy room at the Majestic, the local motel. Nightingale could feel the locals' eyes on him, the unrelenting pressure of their judgment. He forced it out of his mind. For all he knew, they could all be under Wake's spell already. You do what you have to do to get the job done. He took comfort from the bottle in his hand. Please, he thought, just let me get through this.
我把猎枪换掉了。Hello。多火炬不用白不用。对不对？不应该再用手枪。
I'd have to make my way up this mine shaft in order to go on. Maybe the machinery could help me with that.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. Hey. 我摔死。啊，重排一次。太高啊！再往上走看一下，这边应该有藏东西。 又给一堆火炬啊！
Lightning flashed behind the windows of Cauldron Lake Lodge. Tor Anderson laughed and held the steel hammer above his head. Nurse Sinclair was trying to calm him down without success.
在讲那两个双胞胎兄弟啊，不是，也不是双胞胎兄弟，那两个乐队主唱，那两个老人。还有，差点摔死。 还来呀、啊！基本上就是车上狂丢火炬就没什么事了。锯掉下去了。好，那个，被压死。 哎呦，吓我一跳！出我脸上，换成火炬好了。Cauldron Lake。 应该是虚构的吧？真实世界中应该是没有这种，应该是没有这个湖的。不会把什么原稿还有 保温杯藏在这种地方吧？但这个地方也太那个了一点。那保温杯啊，在那里。最好是都清掉会比较好啦。很手枪高手，应该是指击杀数到了一定数量的成就吧。2个啊。2个都指向一样，是2个都指向同一个吗？好像是。对啊，2个都指向同一个。
Maud had checked all of Stucky's rental cabins. There had been no sign of the wakes. It was dark when he'd found their car parked at the end of the road by...
保温杯在对面。I miss you, Tom. Did you write this? Tom. 哇哦，这应该是那个 CW 是谁啊 ？TZ 就是 Thomas Zane。You talk to me on TV. 嗯？那是谁我也不知道哎，其实。边会掉下去啊，如果我没记错的话。然，嗷！ 没有。那如果我一开始是从左边这边这样跳过去，是可行的还是不行的？如果有机会，如果玩梦魇的时候再试试看。
I could see Cauldron Lake. I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat. I was close now. I had to get there fast. I dreaded what I would find. I tried to hold on to Alice, but her form melted away. I was losing control. Dr. Hartman stood in her place. I wanted to hit him, but my arms were jelly. He smiled. It was a reassuring smile, and I hated him for it. I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period. Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're...
Wait! Are you? Wait!
Hey, I'm here! I'm coming!
No! Get away! Sorry. Please, it's late. The boss didn't know who he was messing with. I didn't know. I swear I didn't know. We don't have his wife.
Previously on Alan Wake, I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice. There you go, Alan. Hartman, I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you're lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
I felt groggy, Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else, someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think, couldn't focus. The door was locked. I was a prisoner here.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah, I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message, loud and clear.
Why, right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good. This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly...
这个 Night Spring 的游戏。Wake. Emerson.
I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together. This way, Alan.
又有一个叫 Anderson 的。
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned. And you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
都是在这个医生
So I went along.
医生分析的还不错。
But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
这医生讲其实是很有道理的。就如果他不是坏人的话，以一个精神医生的角度的方向去思考的话，那其实讲的是很有道理的。
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically. I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way, follow me.
这里意外的我还记得到这边，然后他会把这个门打开，这样而已。 就等你要多久。
Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now, we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk.
All,
Hartman obviously loved his own voice. His words echoed madly inside my head. I dug my nails into the palms of my hands to stay focused.
You need to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery.
假设这医生不知情的话，其实他是很有逻辑的，好吗？不是在乱说话。
Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
好爽了没啊
That's right, I got you. Got you good. I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
当然都上来了。
Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
我怕之后这边到晚上之后，这个没得拿，说不定这是要先拿的，我不确定。
Okay, sorry.
Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony.
I'll get him to the head.
疯死！
Oh, hello. I've painted you.
Okay.
I was just struck by inspiration a couple of days ago. Dr. Hartman wanted me to paint landscapes, and that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these things, a lot of them. The images just keep coming. Dr. Hartman likes them. He has them in his office.
Yeah?
He's very proud of me. He says I'm getting much better. I think I'm getting better. Well, I guess I'd better start wrapping this up.
Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
我们这两个疯子。Night Spring 很多种样子，一种是一开始我们看到的电视，一种是电子游戏，一种是桌游，这是桌游吧？
Odin and Tor. They had how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard.
所以他拿那是雷神锤的意思了。
Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
Oh, that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short. For now, Alan, the power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue.
He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Say, you're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm. The Anderson farm. Valhalla! We wrote it all down, lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message. Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
原稿耶，他给我一张原稿。
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
I'm a bad dream, and you can't wake up. You can't hurt a nightmare because all dreams are only imagination. They're only in your head, and they're not there when you wake
Doc's
up.
got me looking after Wake here, but holler if they get too rowdy.
I'll do that, Birch.
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? Typewriters.
The doors were locked. Hartman and the nurses would have keys, but there was no way to get my hands on them. Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin, have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key. The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody, calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Where the hell did he get a damn hammer?
I don't know.
Hammer's up. Here's a friendly poke.
Hartman kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue.
对 ，Barry 被他们抓起来了。
Oh, afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya?
Sinclair
Not
looked
so
bad.
weak now,
That wasn't a love
are
tap.
we?
The crazy old fart hit her hard. And if she was one of Hartman's
Well,
goons,
things are
she had it
unraveling
coming.
fast,
I could get the
aren't
key
they?
to the office
No.
from Sinclair. I had to get to Hartman's office.
backstage
He
is
had taken
all
all my
yours,
manuscript
Tom.
pages.
Seize your
That's where he'd been
destiny.
keeping them.
It's my store.
他真的拿铁锤敲他，会被关，他把自己关在里面，
The music, Birch. It's time to pay
难笑。
We're on a comeback tour, baby. You could come out and
真的变雷神锤，从玩具变成真的。
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made of the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them.
Now,
For a
Mrs.
moment,
Wake,
I
can
couldn't
you
believe
tell
it.
me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. He
say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems, always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him, and we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark.
Hartman wasn't happy. Mott could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it.
I'm so alone here.
等一下
Hartman wasn't happy. Mott could see it in his
，Mott
eyes.
是谁
He
啊？
quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say
啊
he
，Mott
would
是那个
retire,
绑架犯。
and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan.
Even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because
The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
对，医生是知情的。
Hartman, do you hear me? I'm gonna sue your crazy quack ass to shred.
Barry?
Barry，
Ow, about time. Barry, man, am I glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no.
哦，枪跟原稿都在这。
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
"对，他也只是被黑暗力量给利用的嘛。哦，偷笑。
The dark presence would be on me in a moment. I had to find a way out.
哎呦哎呦哎呦！喂喂 ，Hello， 你不给开锁？哇哦！
I needed light to get the possessed bookshelves out of my way.
就杀进来了。 要看。你给我一根哦。 诶，我两个没看哦。为什么？
Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning.
所以把我拉上岸的就是那个
Hartman knew
医
he
生
was。no creator. He had no ambitions on that front, and he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman.
所以 Hartman 早就知道巨斧湖有这种令事情成真的力量，所以他才设立了这个精神病院，去收容这些，去尝试治疗这些艺术家。快死了他妈的！啊，收容这些艺术家，那些艺术家可以帮他算是创作吗？达成他的理想世界吧。然后只是 Alan 刚好是一个作家，一个小说作家，是最适合的人选。比起那些疯掉的，例如那个重金属摇滚乐团的那2个人。比起那2个来说 ，Alan 算比较正常的。
I found the car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there. Barry, I don't have a light. Take this, Al. Oh God! Look at the house, Al. 等下应该是要激战了。装哦。哎呦！哭啊哭啊哭啊！
I stared at the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-size stage, complete with an impressive sound.
就是指那2个，他们以前那个摇滚歌手之前表演的地方。哎呦！靠北吓我一跳。这种大只的有点麻烦我子弹好像不够。哇，声音发，好像不应该打掉的。
Hartman hurried down the corridor. He had disliked leaving Wake when he was surely at his most susceptible to therapy. But this was not an ordinary storm. Wake had been writing.
刚刚发生的情形。前面有人是不是啊？那剩一发子弹要是真搞啊！还好这还有，13应该还行。 那个 Hardman 旁边的那个旁边那只猩猩。好。没死啊！让我打到没子弹呢。可以发信号枪还行。干，那我一开始前面存的那么多子弹，都白存了，我的天！自发啦！哦，霰弹枪，原稿。
Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd got...
那到底是谁啊？我干！避免要省一点手枪子弹吧。不过刚刚那个霰弹枪应该是可以应该是可以一次打2只的，我没有去拉它的位置而已。啊。
For the moment, Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself...
但敢不敢再多给一点？28，可以。哎。哦。干。听到。有信号枪转。 没给那么多，但是要拼一波了。
Hartman watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time. But with a little time, he could break Wake down.
3个火炬，3个信号枪，好，很够。
Al, you're alive!
Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Barry!
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so,
被这气死。
I'll find it. Don't worry about it.
钥匙掉了是怎样啊？这么多大只佬，也是不太妙呢。先放个压压惊。哎！直接冲上来是怎样？太扯了吧你！哎，白痴哦！这游戏第一次死在这是怎样？我压火炬，他竟然还走得上来。这里他妈的，再给我上来！他找到钱是怎样？哎呦！
You're now leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon, sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
Crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the craziest.
But maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before, it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. We just need to find it. Look out!
talk to me.
翻车啦！
I had lost my gun in the crash. Barry was
好
nowhere
腰
to be
嘞，
seen.
枪也没了。
Barry! Barry! Oh, man, you're okay! Jeez, it's good to hear your voice! I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way. Man, what a drop! Don't worry,
看到他了。
your cutout is fine. Forget that. Are you okay? I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch. There's no way you can climb down, though. It's like a sheer wall. Al! There's something moving down here! Barry, it's a taken! Use a flare, Barry! Oh, yeah! Barry, are you alright? I'm good, Al! I'm great! Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, huh? You're gonna have to find your way around to the farm, Al!
这边就是那个农场。
Barry, just wait for me, okay? Al, I'm not staying here. It's suicide. I'm going to the farm. I'm gonna go ahead and secure the area. You can catch up. Don't worry about it. I'm on the case.
Now he's Rambo. This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with Barry.
不是啊，我现在没有手电筒。现在没手电筒，没枪，真搞。干！靠！转了。
When he stopped the car at the Anderson farm, Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers would...
进来这里干嘛？没枪。等下出去有人，我就死定了。对面有个保温杯，不管，我要去拿。哇！硬拿！我的天！别追，别追！
Shadows crawled over the gate. I needed a light to destroy them to get through.
哦，我知道这边。上面把那个灯打开。
Agent Nightingale stared at the passed-out rider. The man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy.
应该没藏什么东西吧？ 哎呦，录音引擎以前是这样的吗？你记得以前不是长这样？
I could sense the
那
movement
改良过的样子。
facing the enemy without a weapon.
终于，
but I had no choice.
拿回手电筒了，但是我没有枪啊！没有枪玩毛啊！ 哎，这边是出敌人的这个音效，我的天 ！Holy shit! Holy shit! 开！他妈！算了啦，算了。干嘞！干！快！还好。差点被劈死。是 Barry 吧？红色衣服的应该是。强力手电筒。杯电池，就是不给枪就对了啊。且闪光弹跟火炬都不给耶，好狠。
The car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
哎呦！
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
就是那个 Thomas saying.
I had seen glimpses of the light before. I had seen it in my dream. It was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path. The dark presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing.
好，终于给火炬了。地上有陷阱。先开灯。
The storm raged on as the Anderson brothers walked unsteadily away from the clinic with the other patients in tow, knowing that this time they wouldn't return. Someone had left a gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm.
说什么 ？The taken are filled with darkness. 拿那个保温杯。哎呦！会踩到这个吗？很聪明啊，还要绕开欸。虽然不知道踩到有没有用，就是。前后各一只。他不会踩到欸。 自己会跨过去。我记得这个陷阱踩到了就会自动出来，会瞬间跑出一大堆来。但感觉这边不能一直待、欸，用跑的好了。高歌离席，哎、很必要。哎、太多只了，无敌。
I could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
Barry 刚开的车。
Hello? Anybody here? Barry?
No! Danny, you're not! Ah! Please! Ah! What are you? Ah! No! Don't! I'm sorry! Ah! Ah!
放屁哦！哎、视角乱转是怎样？耶啦！
You were in jail the other day.
I went to the farm again for the moonshine, you know? It makes you see. They're not gonna miss it.
还是警局里面那个酒鬼。
But my buddy, Danny, I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him. It's not him. Like a real bad follow-up to a real good movie. The best friend's suddenly the bad guy. Who wrote this crap anyway?
抱歉，酒是我。毕业对不对？还有。
I've run through every possible course in my head. If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her, and me, and everybody in this town. No one will survive. Darkness will consume everything. This is what it's wanted all along. It will be free, unstoppable. It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. I'm going to change this. I'll escape. I've written myself into the story. I'm now the protagonist. This feels like a terrible risk, but it's the only way to save Alice. I'll be bound by the events of the story just as much as anyone else who's been woven into it. The story must stay true for this to work. There have to be victims along the way, near escapes, cliffhangers. In a horror story, it can't be certain that the hero will succeed or even survive. He almost has to die. I'll write my own escape into the story next. I need help. Zane's going to be the one who will help me. I'll make it happen.
就是我正在我自己写的故事之中，就是已经稍微有点脱离黑暗的控制了。
Let me guess. Danny, huh?
Danny。
Door was locked.
对，已经那边他意思就是他那个 Alan 已经脱离了，已经有点清醒了之后，然后他说要把自己写进故事里，所以我现在正在体验就是他改写的故事。那车，所以这台车不是 Barry 开的。没有漏拿什么。
If Barry After all, I made it this far myself. But Barry was Barry.
硬要我下车拿这一罐。哦，血海，血海。嗯？哦，我以为那是一个保温杯。换一台车。我是不是来过啊？这我好像来过哦，是没有，这是另一个塔，这好像是另一个塔。之前去的好像不是同一个，对，不同个。但换猎枪哦。猎枪5发，14，好，那拿猎枪。哦，去一下厕所。
At the weather service reckon it'll last until morning at the very least. Pertaining to that, let me read that missing persons alert again. The sheriff's department's still looking for a Caucasian woman, 30 years old, slim and blonde with blue eyes. She may be lost in the woods, and it's possible she's been injured in a car accident. If you see her, please make sure you get her indoors and call the sheriff. It's bad weather to be caught out in, so if you see someone in the area who maybe looks a little confused, give him a hand, all right? This is Pat Main on KBF FM, hoping you're all safe and warm tonight.
Huh? 继续。哎，堵人呢，好狠哦！这应该可以不用打他们，借过。抱歉，高歌离席。到哪里我没去过啊？哎呦！都是怪。借过一下。烂啊！进不去。 超慢。演唱会这里了，那等一下精彩了。点头。要干。巨锤瑞斯哎。巨锤瑞斯，傻小，哪个彩蛋是不是？我怎么记得以前没有这个东西？进化了之后也没成就。竟然没有藏保温杯、保温瓶。没东西。烟火之类的东西。
I'd known the brothers used to be some kind of rock stars, but it hadn't really sunk in until I saw the stage.
这两兄弟以前是真的是个 rock star。 嗨的嘞，这边就是很像 L4D2的黑色嘉年华那边。 哎！哎，你冷静，你冷静。哎，强力提灯了，可能这里就拿得到了。有点补血。起码好多。Man，
That was awesome! Bright Falls, rock and roll capital of America. Hey, Al! This way to the farm!
Deputy Mulligan tuned Thornton's chatter out. He didn't think riders were particularly useful people, and a huge manhunt for one struck him as idiotic. Certainly not worth the missed opportunity.
有保温瓶吗？我看错了。
See, bestseller? No reason to worry. Your cutout's good as new, right where I left it. I'll come back for it once we have the place secured.
Yeah, that's been my biggest worry all this time. We need to get this thing moved out of the way.
This is as far as I got, before they ambushed me.
啊，现在我得进到那个谷仓里面去了。这场地弄得这么大，然后完全没有藏东西啊！果然有藏。
As the deputies hauled Wake and Wheeler away, Agent Nightingale eagerly examined the stack of papers Wake had been carrying. It was incomplete.
局外人是搞不清楚那个状况到底是怎么样，他只知道 他们只觉得 Alan 写了一个犯罪计划吧的那种概念。只有原本就住在巨府湖这边的人才比较了解这里发生的事情。
Hey, I think Alan Wake here has something to say. What's that, Al?
Oh, I'm Alan Wake. I'm always right about everything. And if I don't get my way, I'll sulk all day long. I'm always intense and moody. It makes me very attractive and mysterious. Right now, I'm just standing here because I need my best friend Barry to carry me. But that's okay. I can just take him for granted.
I think I see what you did there.
超三小。
You look at that thing, Al. They really went all out with this Viking crap, didn't they? Look at all this stuff. They must have done okay.
Sleep. We all spend a third of our dreams in its soft embrace,
Man,
somewhere
where's that
between
memory?
fantasy and
Hey,
oblivion.
remember when I got you that gig?
But
Your
dreams
first
are a
real
way of
writing
forcing
job. What got you
themselves into
started?
waking life,
Was this one of your
or vice
episodes?
versa. In Night Spring. Tonight's episode: The Dream of Dreams.
That's by someone else.
We join Mr. Jones as he explores the endless dreamscape, only to be brought to a sudden stop by a decidedly mundane situation. A long line of people.
Hey, Jones, right? Listen, we're gonna have to wait until His Highness over there is good and ready. Oh, wow. Who's that? You don't know him? What are you, new? He's the guy dreaming us. Well, not just us. He dreams everything. All of this.
But wait, no. I'm the one who's dreaming. I'm asleep. Isn't this my dream?
Oh, yeah. Sure. Get real, pal. You're just another dream. I'm a dream. You're a dream. The weirdo in the diving suit is a dream. And the girl made of smiles and sunshine is definitely a dream.
But I'm pretty sure I'm dreaming this.
Well, maybe you're a really confused dream. What am I, a shrink? All I know is I'm going with the smart guys. And they say that's the guy doing the dreaming.
可以体验看这个 有好多猎枪，可是我换成散弹枪。
It's 1976. Madness reigns at the Anderson farm. Contrary to all logic, the headiest ingredient
未经过滤的
is
巨府湖的湖水。
Cauldron Lake. The Andersons feel like gods. Odin can't stop laughing. He contemplates cutting his eye out.
他们的歌有股力量，吵起了巨府湖某个深处的古老东西。原来他们是始作俑者哦。
The Viking boat looked imposing, almost like a battering ram.
所以只要是我们讲 creator 就是创作人的话，就都有这种能力了。所以把黑暗力量唤醒的，就是那两个王八蛋。他们有巡回演唱会耶。干嘛？不。敌人手电筒好强哦，亮度差很多哎。啊，我应该用散弹枪的，所以才捡得起来。啊 ，Barry 嘞，我靠，有音速小子。 跑去哪里啊？太会跑了吧！他是怎么穿过刚刚跟这只音速小子的？哪里？喂！Barry 也是狠人呢。什么鬼
Wow, those geezers had quite a production going on. Ooh, you know what, Al? If we make it through this alive, I'm gonna start representing them. Yep, sell this stuff online, maybe get a reality show going, release a new single. Be careful, Al!
喂，跟我一起上来是不是？我干！也是够狠呢，但是身上是没有枪的呢，就不怕被偷袭。就算能把那个黑暗照破，他也打不死人。立体灯。
As you regular listeners know, I tend to work through the night, but I'm not the only one. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton are taking a couple of moments off their busy schedule to join me here in the studio. Boys, how busy are you? Dear Force is almost here as well. Bet that keeps you in business.
Pretty busy, yeah. Actually, Pat, we've been real busy with other stuff, which concerns an ongoing investigation. Can't talk about that. I wasn't gonna say anything. Just saying we got, other irons in the fire.
And how would you
I could see the building that had to be the Andersons' home on the other side.
便是
It wasn't far now.
Anderson 兄弟的家。
I wasn't worried about trusting the ramblings of two burned-out geriatric wrecks. They had the goods.
要好好开，一定要用踢的。
Got to be kidding me. 差点打错。还来啊！
这是干嘛？ Barry 在这。嗯？哦，拿钥匙。我以为那会爆啊。Barry 这里。
Al? Is that you out there, buddy?
Yeah, it's...
Hey, let's go, man. I think we're gonna have to work together to open this gate, Al. It's pretty heavy.
太重了吧？
Hey, I think that's the farm on the other side of the field. We're almost there. This farm is a crazy place for crazy people.
We should feel right at home then.
Come on, one more gate. Let's do this thing.
电锯。房子应该绕一下，周围应该会藏东西。骗当我没说。白痴就不会藏东西，就不要浪费地图空间做这种东空一个地方出来哦。box 在哪里？
The power downstairs was out, but I was sure I could fix that at the fuse box.
那个老头现在也不住在这了。大哥，借过，搬去那个精神病院了。哎呦，只有2个保温杯这里。
You know, this place looks kind of lived in. I thought the Andersons were in the booby hatch.
Old gods know the truth. Okay. 好了，太会修了吧？按一下就修好了。
Again, Alice's screams rang in the stillness of the night. I saw myself run toward the gate. We need to find where it's coming from. That's the message the Andersons talked about. That's the whole reason we're here.
Lady of the Light? Oh, that's gotta be what's-her-face, the crazy lamp lady from the town.
Cynthia Weaver.
Cynthia Weaver.
Right. Must be.
等下刚歌词里面有唱到什么 Find the Lady of the Light， 所以他们的歌是线索，他们的歌是线索。
Okay. We need to find Cynthia Weaver. We'll stay here for the night and head back to town as soon as it gets light.
Hey, Al. Lots of hours before dawn. Might as well get some rest. And by rest, I mean drunk.
Come on, Barry. This is... Yeah, what the hell?
就是那个他们用那个未过滤的湖水去酿的酒，他们的私酿酒。
You're a crazy bastard. I'm gonna stick by you, no matter what, ever, Al. Sure, like a brother.
I'm a writer, goddammit.
Correct.
If I just wanted to, I could write 10 books a year. And they'd be the best books that year.
No, you couldn't.
That's right, I couldn't. But I could, because I'm a writer.
What? What do they put in this stuff?
I feel like my brain is coming out of my nose. I'm gonna get the recipe off those coots and be a
太醉了吧
a booze millionaire.
I just miss her, Barry. I just want her here with me.
I know, Al. I know. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna make it okay.
看这一幕很假哎。他们就不怕灯突然熄了，然后怪物冲进来吗？到这，这么回到这，嗯。
It was a crazy, drunken dream, and yet it was more than that. It was the truth, a suppressed memory unearthed by the Andersons' moonshine. I was there, an out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Bright Falls, the night Alice had disappeared. I had a chance to find out what had happened. I remembered being surprised to see the cabin dark. Alice would have never turned the lights off. I remembered thinking, I caught a glimpse of her form underwater, sinking into the darkness.
竟然是 Anderson 兄弟的酒让我回想起这一段来。
After that, the next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crash car and finding the first pages of the manuscript. Beyond this lost memory, there was nothing. I had to follow the footsteps of my past self to find out what had happened that night. I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned.
Alice!
Jagger had Alice, and so she had me.
Alice!
I'd be easy prey.
Look at the cabin. Is there someone in the window?
Alice?
哪里呀？
Maybe she didn't drown after all. Maybe she's inside.
Alice!
Yes.
窗户我刚没看到人啊。
The dark presence had touched me. She had dug her nails into my brain and used me, made me her puppet.
She must be here somewhere. Maybe upstairs in the study.
Alice!
Yes, that's where she is. You can apologize.
Alice!
You laugh at the whole thing together and put it
Alice?
behind you. She's not here. You were foolish to think so. No, she's dead. She drowned.
No, no, no!
It's your fault your wife is dead. You are guilty. All she wanted was to help you right. You killed her. Oh, hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She wanted you to write. I will tell you what to do. You can write her back.
就是从这边被控制的。
And all will be well again.
She had Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her. Yes, I'll write. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back. No, I wrote it. I remembered it all now. In the dark, for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice. Even with the cobwebs she put in my head, some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story, to bring a light into the cabin to release me before I could finish, to interrupt the horror story before the ending, where darkness consumed everything and everyone. Zane was weak and far away, but I had written him into the story, and his light had been enough to set me free.
It isn't here now. I'm here because it was written. I brought the light to set you free. You must hurry. It will know I'm here. It will be back soon. It stole the skin of my Barbara a long time ago. She looks so old.
Barbara 就是 Yeager， 全名是 Barbara Yeager。
I had woken up, confused and groggy, my mind consumed by darkness and fear. All I could do was to escape. The week spent in the cabin had taken its toll. I was barely conscious and fading fast. It had to have cost Zane terribly, thrown him even deeper into whatever dark place he now haunted. But he had managed to weaken the dark presence, kept me safe that night.
这就是一开始的那个开端。
I wrote it. It's my fault.
That's right, James Joyce. It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
抓到喽！你现在故事线就很明显了，反正 Cauldron Lake 是一个有神秘力量的地方，可以让任何 creator、任何创作家的创作成真。然后那两个失智老人的歌唤醒了黑暗力量，然后黑暗力量控制了那个精神科医生，对，他控制了那个精神科医生嘛，然后那精神科医生就开始收集全世界各地的 creator， 然后试图用他们去控制巨斧无的力量，让他想要的世界成真这样子。然后 Alan 刚好是比较知名的小说家，所以他来到这边的时候，他的力量比较强。
Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. My mom gave me this old light switch.
The clicker.
Alice is being kept in a dark prison. I need to find Cynthia Weaver to fix this.
It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
Well, we're expecting a record crowd from the neighboring towns. Naturally, we hope to break the record set by last year's Moose Fest in our neighboring town, Watery. Ladies and gentlemen, some people have asked me, what's the big deal about Deer Fest? And I think that this sums it up. It's about friendship and community. We've got a great party coming up. Let's try to hold it in until tomorrow and get through the night in one piece, all right?
I have it. Someone will come for it when the time is right. Thomas said so. He wrote it. The key is insurance. It's my job to keep it safe. Safe in the light. Always in the light.
All the manuscript pages were gone. The FBI agent had taken them.
对啊，所以，然后 Alan 他们因为他写不出东西来，然后心情开始暴躁，所以他就来到巨斧湖这边。他的那个巨斧湖的那个心理医生 诱导了他的妻子，把他们带到这里来。然后 Alan 是一个非常知名的小说家，创作力很好，所以他是黑暗力量最好利用的人。对，然后就一路延续到这边，然后 Alan 还保持一点意识，所以他把自己的后路写进了他正在写的故事里面，所以我们现在在走的剧情就是他写的故事。目前的线到底，目前的故事理解是这个样子。
Wait, we're in jail now? Al, this is not good.
That about sums it up.
Oh, I am never drinking again.
I need to talk to Weaver. She's the one in the song, the Lady of the Light.
What, the crazy lady? Whatever you say, Al, but we're stuck here. They're not gonna...
interviewed Wake.
I had some reading to do first, Sheriff, and let me tell you, it was an interesting read. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent. There's no way you're walking out of here. You hear me in there, Bret Easton Ellis? Huh?
Agent Nightingale, I want to talk to your superior.
Well, we all want things, Sheriff. I wanted my... Look, that's not possible right now.
Agent Nightingale, I insist.
Wake, what's wrong?
Lady, are you stupid? It's a trick. It's an obvious trick.
Okay, I've had enough of this crap. Wake, I'm gonna trust you with this.
You're joking.
Agent Nightingale, your opinion would matter more if you were sober and if I actually believed you were here on official business.
Whoa! Get back in the cell, Stephen King. The only way you're leaving this place is over my dead... Wait a minute. I know this...
Oh my God!
他读过了那个原稿，所以他自己也知道那个剧情是怎么样。这边应该会写。
Nightingale tried to make sense of the manuscript. It was disjointed and strange. He didn't understand half of it, but it all rang true, impossibly true. He took out his hip flask when he.
对，这边都有讲。
Nightingale felt the situation veering out of his control. But the gun at least felt steady in his hands. He was ready to fire, resolved that he would let this happen over his dead body. And yet he hesitated. He had seen this moment before, read it in the page.
对啊，这就是刚刚的那一幕。
Stay cool. I can get the emergency power on.
发现一关。现在这边黑暗力量已经越来越大了，已经开始侵蚀到小镇这边了。其实这个警长一开始就觉得事情很奇怪，只是他一直保持着比较客观的态度，就是。
She can help me stop this.
Light. Check. Cynthia. She lives in the old decommissioned power plant. I can get you there pretty quickly in the rescue chopper. Come on. Let's get back to your friend.
就是要去找 Cynthia Weaver， 就是
I need you to stay here.
那首歌里面提到的那个光明之女。
We're going to fetch our ride, but I have friends who need to be warned about this, and I can't be in two places at once. I need your help.
Well, okay.
Here's a list of people and phone numbers. I need you to call them and tell them you have a message from me. Night Springs, okay? They'll know what to do.
Night Springs? Like the TV show? Gotcha. Oh, hey, that radio guy is on the list. Maine. Who's Frank Breaker? He related to you?
My dad.
Hey, is this like a secret society?
Can you do this? You'll be safe here. The backup power's on. These guys need to be
我觉得他应该也是略知一二，就是关于巨服务的事情。 刚刚讲那些话。
Thanks, Wheeler. I owe you one. Okay, let's go, Wake. Through the back.
My hangover wants a pizza. You think there's any way I can order one, Al?
哎，再给我讲屁话。 大概在打电话了。
Oh hell! Whatever took Nightingale must have broken the gate controls. We can't reach the gate's control box from here. We need to get to the other side over the rooftop.
I'll go. I'll open the gate for you once I'm across. You stay here in the light and cover me, Sheriff, okay?
Are you sure? Okay then, but hurry.
这边没错吧？嗯，应该是这里。这里。这都是黑暗物质。必然，那么高度会受伤。好。
Hey, Sheriff! Your password. Night Springs? What's that all about?
It's a stupid joke we have. That Bright Falls is the original inspiration for the TV show. This town can get weird at times. Never this weird, though. You need to bypass the damaged control box.
What am I, an electrician? Hold on!
Ah,
damn!
Gotcha.
Smart.
Good job, Wade. Okay, stick close. Our first stop is the town hall. The keys to the chopper are there.
BGM 这边是有战斗的要素了，这种大破图。营长火力比我猛啊，靠他了。我只要负责照就可以了。哎呦！大哥，你要不要射他？就被你气死！差点就隔壁。现在没赢啊，这边一定有东西拿，看。但他不过来、欸，好狠哦！ 找一个。到你了。注意啦！客家神子弹大法，因为打了梦魇模式的时候，应该就是要这样，至少我之前是这样啊。哎呦！救命啊！警长！回到餐厅里来了。哦，又有强力手电筒了。
I'm gonna want explanations, you know. For example, what the hell happened to Rose? She's seriously messed up now.
The same thing I think happened to me.
Rose 就是一开始这里的那个女服务
During
生。
this week, you can't remember?
Oh, I remember now.
Barry was in his element, making calls, making things happen, even if he didn't entirely know what those things were.
把妹警长。
Let the hot sheriff chick down. Even if every noise he heard from outside, and he heard plenty, made him jump. He had
哇
only paused
，Barry
to
之后要
take
出
the
事了。
message.
走这是不是？带路啊！哎呦，看，直接给我这样出现杀小。 哦！别！好你了。嗯。
Wait, over here! There's light!
下啦，你们还没收完呢。
I have a key. Watch my back, wait.
不是开个门要多久？被你气死！哎！这连砍太狠哦！ 打开了没？我靠，怎么进去的？就请你吃一发。还没死哎，好硬哦。要多久？
Let's go, Wake.
现在火炬都是三个绑在一起，到后期都是三个绑在一起。
Okay, someone's messed with the fuse box here, but you should be able to jury rig it while I find the keys.
I already got electrocuted once today. How about I look for the keys and you get burned for a change?
The darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's face was furious. The story in the manuscript had been making it stronger all the time, but now the light... The message was from Barry. He was getting worried at the station. He wanted us to hurry.
Oh. 我来吗，弟弟？游戏敌人竟然不会自己开门，我要干嘛？回复什么？回复保险丝什么东西的，是不是？哎，有提灯。好肥好肥，这条闪光弹。
Okay, Sheriff, I got the
直升机钥匙。
Barry?
Why isn't he inside?
Oh God! Oh God!
Barry, look out! Barry, move! Barry!
He made it inside, Wake. He's okay.
看你又知道。
The storefront's blocked. Come on, Wake. Let's go around. We can meet him in the back.
这边还没看完呢。对。最初只是个无名的交易站。嗯哼。没成力量布阵的人，一些什么 ？Trust no one in the dark， 已经出现第二次了。对。还是得帮一下啦，不然靠他 reload 就太久了。
We can make it through the bookstore. Wheeler should
Okay.
be waiting for us in the
Keep the hell
backyard.
down or I'll call the sheriff.
Oh, hi, Doc. I've got it. Don't worry about it.
Sarah, about time somebody showed up. All the shooting in the air is idiotic. One of these days they'll kill somebody. And over Deerfest.
I know. Go back to bed. He's got a point, Wake. Look, this town can't take this.
It's me they want. The sooner I get out of here, the sooner you can all get back to life as usual.
I hope you're right. Come on, let me get this door open.
Wait, you got the keys to the bookstore?
Perks of being the sheriff. A girl needs to get around.
特权。楼上肯定要收一下。啥都没。
They're really taking advantage.
Cynthia Weaver worked hard, following her obsessive rituals, sometimes fighting them, always giving in to them in the end. She haunted the halls of Bright Falls' abandoned power plant. She marked her caches with light-sensitive paint that could only be seen by eyes that had been.
所以那些补给箱用光才照，手电筒光才照得到那个指示，那个补给箱是 Cynthia Weaver 放的。光明之女放的。哎呦。
Look, wait, maybe that's him. That's the way to the chopper.
这个是光明之女放的。好多新油枪，好爽！哎，有看到一个。 提灯，已经是提灯了。散弹枪先留着吧，收一下。感觉又要大战了。哎。
Barry got back to his feet inside the Bright Falls General Store and dusted himself off. Right next to the cans of baked beans was a locked case filled with flare guns, and yet here was a conveniently placed barrel of crowbars.
发现了一箱的信号枪。 信号枪正是这个时候最强的武器了，可以变成武器。不然这边又是要守了。
Gonna give Pastor Howard a piece of my mind about this lock.
边有一个我没去开。来开干！哎啊，你不继续开是怎样？好，靠你了。 哇，竟然是高速移动哥！先把小怪解决。这2只高速移动哥。 哎呦，痛！刚突然没电，刚好没电。要晃多久？快点过来死一死好不好？ 要破防了， 没，可以开了没？
Okay, it's open. Let's go, Wake.
Oh.
Wow. We keep them lit all night long on the night before Deerfest.
Why?
Well, it's tradition.
For it to be free, the Dark Presence needed the writer to finish the story. Again and again, the story let it get frustratingly close to the writer without letting it capture him. It was...
We're almost there. We'll have to go through the basement to get to the parking lot.
Yeah, there's no way going through the crypt will turn out to be a bad idea.
Mm-hmm. 看这边一定满满的怪啊！我看到人，用这个最快了。但这边要浪费不少子弹。哦，哎呦 ，Barry， 还冲他笑。
Tough audience. Well, I got plenty more.
What are the Christmas lights for?
Protection, man.
蛮聪明的，说实在。
Vampires.
Vampires.
The helicopter's just across the parking lot and up the hill. Come on.
好亮，好亮。突然变成组队游戏了。还有头灯呢，好狠哦！Mordor， 魔戒里面那个。
Alice had screamed until she had no voice left to scream. Around her, the darkness was alive. It was cold and...
I want a headlamp. Last one. Bastard.
Esther.
When someone throws a damn school bus at your head and you're about to take a helicopter ride with someone who may or may not have a pilot's license, or clear for departure, Giant Springs. No offense, Sheriff.
快给我走出来，好吧 ？Barry 有枪吗？如果他没有枪的话，那其实他也没什么用，说实在，他就是很亮而已。啊，大哥，靠你发挥啦！他的 Barry 完全没用啊！不是我在说。别随在旁边看好吧，手上有拿信号枪不会发射哦。来搞的，没骗你。需要一点时间准备起飞 ，OK， 太棒了，又要守了。只有放这个瓶子在那边看就知道是要守。给这么多东西，家有没有？哎，不会是什么电池而已。好，温杯，哎。好啊。那个 Barry， 妈的，直接给我蹲到车上去是三小，太狠了吧！ 没看过这么狠的。还有这边火炬够多啊。我捡一点。好飞，好飞！要多久？妈的，敢不敢再快一点？有什么用？哎呦！哎呦！ 啊，我怎么又只剩下枪了？不是，我的枪嘞！好啊，真的每次都要把东西弄丢一次，我才比较开心啊！这游戏真的是他妈的，不是，看一大堆武器，为什么只剩小枪啊？我操嘞！ The darkness controlled the Taken. 哦，哎，在。嗯。 哎呦！哎！哇，好像直接走进来就好了哈。 我的提灯又不见了，厉害了！诶，马上就给我一把散弹，哎，那还行。一大堆火炬，那等下前面又要激战嘞。哦，这。 What the fuck? Duke? 完美，哎，怎么还有？还2只是怎样？忘记我这个。啊，再来呀！没了吧？ 发电厂。
The power plant glowed in the night. It was close, but I had to find a way across.
过河。哎呦，又有一点战力了。 看，操！要直接摔旁边好不好啊？ 原稿。
Making her way through the water pipe alone, Cynthia was angry at the writer. Foolish young man, taking unnecessary risks.
夹击也是厉害的呢。我直接把它打到那个上面，火炬还是很好用啊。
The story I had written in the cabin had come true. Touched by the dark presence, I had written.
最后一页没写完的原稿还夹在小屋书房的大字记上，所以最后要回到小屋去，完成还没有写完的结局。怎么样到？哦，对，要用这个桥，然后过去。这里我有印象。 也差不多快玩完第5章了。我记得这个游戏总共只有6章，所以明天应该是玩得完的，应该啦。我记得它有多，因为我记得这一次 Remastered 有多收入2个那种小的章节。干！一个冲出来！ 嗯，好，没事。明天应该是玩得完，然后礼拜5打僵尸，刚好。 坏掉了。嗯。电视上出 bug 了，少看了一集 Night Spring。嗯。好，等我一下，搜一下。因为这个无敌直升机光线怎么输？也不太对呢。哎，那个光可不可以不要走那么快？我真的被你气死！会不会有来雷的？我没骗你。哦，这还有我火炬很多。要不然？哎，干！转头。哦，妈的！直升机给我跑得最快欸。哎，等一下啦，弟弟，看你那边至少有10只吧，我想。算了，不要搞好了，不然我不知道他们会不会在前面复活，就是。哇，那个怪都是一区一区算的，过了这个检查点，不知道还会不会在。啊，又是高速哥哦，不是。这种速度比较快，会砍2刀的，都只要2发就可以解决。
I recognized the logo on the power plant sign. I'd seen a version of it painted all over the area, signifying hidden caches of supplies.
到了 ，Safe Haven。
Miss Weaver, Cynthia, I'm a friend.
Prove it!
You knew Zane, Thomas Zane. You're the Lady of the Light in the song. You can help me.
About time. Young man, I've been
差点把我照瞎了，没骗你。
for you. It's in the well-lit room.
Excuse me?
等一下，先把你家的东西先统统干走。还种植物诶。Darkness waits in my dream.
Will it help me find Alice? Will it get me back to the cabin? Fine, let's go. I can get my friends to come back with the helicopter.
Oh, we won't go outside. Never at night. That's rule number 1. You've been breaking rules, young man, and where has that gotten us, No, I have a secret route, a lit route.
飞好飞好飞。
Something was damaged at the transformer yard. It's draining all the reserve power. Without it, the pipe will go dark. The power to the yard must be cut.
Let me guess. You want me to do it?
Young man, you're the one who likes to break the rules. I can't be outside in the dark. The kill switch is outside.
太狠了，当工具人了。 哇，操嘞，超亮！它这里绝对无敌的、啊，在发电厂，只要电源不断，它绝对无敌。哎呦呦！哎，我想把它推到那里面去了，算了。玉锤瑞斯。
Weaver had sent me to cut the power to the transformer yard. I was willing to do grunt work for her to get her to help me. I hoped Weaver was dependable. I'd stumbled into this crazy world a little over a week ago. She had been living this insanity for decades.
写什么 ？Rules one, never go out in night。他刚刚说的。
I could see the kill switch that would cut the power to the transformer yard. Now I had to find a way to reach it.
这边好像要解谜吧，我记得。这两个先开。哎，不对。 这样，好像也没解到什么谜。随便按一按就按出来了。Rules 2 keep the lights on.
Who designs these things? The transformer yard went dark and deep. Weaver's water pipe passage should now be good to go.
Eh, 想搞偷袭啊！其实刚刚那个地方是因为我记得那边会被下来。干，没有电锯哥。 电锯哥在哪里？慢。哎呦！ 所谓秀烂，对吧？其实刚好像一发，大概2发这个东西就搞定了。 最多开关呢。
This way, young man. Follow me. Come, come. The pipe's empty now. We're ready to go. This way. We need to go. I knew them both, Tom and Barbara. 感
谢猫飞碟追随，谢谢 Change the Bubbles。
Tom started writing and woke the darkness up. He tried to bring her back, but you can't do that. There are no free rides like that.
I'm starting to realize that.
In that case, young man, perhaps you're a smarter man than Tom was. The witch looked like her, but it wasn't. Barbara was sweet. He didn't understand until it was too late. He tried to undo it, wrote himself, her, everything he'd ever written out of the world. Oh, he was so famous. And afterward, no one knew. Oh, Tom. He left only one thing behind in my camp, in case it happened again. Insurance. He trusted me.
I curse you, Tom was saying.
A little. Tom knew how I felt. Knew I wouldn't refuse him. I built the well-lit room and put it there. It's been waiting for you. We are characters trapped in a story you have written, and none of us.
他知道我是，他知道他自己是我们故事中的角色。
How do you know all this?
Tom, that's the way he wrote it. He still talks to me, you know, in television, from beyond, from below. We have both been touched by the darkness, young man. He saved us both with light, but the darkness stays with you. Leaves a stain.
This pipe will take us directly to the well-lit room.
Okay, I need to call my friends, tell them where we're going.
Hello? Al!
Barry, we're headed to the dam in one of the pipes. Meet us there.
Okay, I'll tell Sarah.
It's Sarah now?
Whoa! No! For the sweet love of...
Barry! Barry! We gotta go see if they're okay.
They're probably dead. You must reach the well-lit room. This is no time to be a selfish idiot.
That's my best friend.
Well, be a fool. I'll use the pipe. I'll meet you at the dam if you make it.
大哥，跳下来可不可以帅一点？不要跌倒，好不好？对，这是什么？还有 the well-lit room， 那个光明之室。
Sarah was almost starting to relax. Maybe they could turn this into a win yet. Suddenly,
鸟攻击他们的直升机的，在那边。鸟真的很烦。感谢 Nick 0656追随，谢谢。礼拜五就会开始，刚刚追随的那两位 Nick 0656还有猫飞碟，礼拜五的时候就会开始算那个 Back for Blood 的抽奖了啊！如果你现在就要分享的话，其实也可以，那个没有限定说你一定要在什么时候分享，反正只要有做就有参加资格。那活动方法都在本次团队的置顶文章，有空去看一下。记得3个条件都要做到，不难吧？ 杀不完算了。
The crash site looked bad, but as far as I could tell, the wreck was empty.
那留火炬给我这么好。打空了吧？
To make like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
I have a different ending in mind.
Yeah, I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
I knew you'd be all right.
How's that?
The flaming eye of Mordor. Weaver will meet us at the dam.
这一章应该快结束了，这是第5章了吧？没记错的话，这是第5章，那个 The Clicker 的那一章。高速哥。不要再晃了。对了，省2发。
Was that it? Are we safe?
That was wow. I think we're okay.
Made it. We made it.
Taken and failed with darkness. 也是出现过的。
Wait, call the elevator. I'm keeping watch.
I hear something moving around.
激战了。
Heads up, here they come.
Oh no.
信号枪这么多就用一用好了。
They're coming. We have to hold them off.
大哥，你在看哪里？还一波。好。那你要不要进来？哎，
We're almost there. There's an entrance into the dam at the top. What's the plan, Wake?
Well, Weaver's crazy, but she's got something Zane left behind. Something to fix this.
Gee, could you be a little more vague?
Thomas Zane? Seriously? Might as well be Paul Bunyan or Bigfoot.
Yeah, well, he was real.
Let's be careful, okay?
看到一个，看到又藏在这种地方，应该是不能下去了吧？
Okay, Wake. There's a button over there that opens the door. I think something's broken. Hold the button down so we can get in.
Hmm? 抱歉。按住。有意外啊！这里我还记得啦。这两个会动。 差点就瞎了，我没骗你。
Thomas Zane knew he had to remove all that had made this horror possible, including himself. That was the only way to banish the dark presence he had unleashed and now looked at him through the eyes of his dead love. But he also knew that despite his best efforts, it might someday return.
放在鞋盒里的东西都会留下来。哦，一开始在小屋里面看到的那个鞋盒，是 Thomas Zane 的作品。 太多只了。Sure.
I was ridiculously outnumbered. The searchlight could even the odds.
太阳拳。这亮度可以直接，这亮度高到可以直接把他们杀了。滑速太慢了。
You will go no further. Stop now.
You run out. 哎！就算不是怪，好像也能杀了，也是啦。强度那么高，照到都瞎了。莎拉很嗨啊！哦，哇，欲罢不能哎，停不下来。哎，大姐。好。不是就是个无敌小房间啊？照他的意思来说，就是个无敌小房间。好，对呀。听起来超级 flag 绝对不按的房间，没有错啊。这个 flag 立得很，又高又长，又高又挺啊。
The page was autobiographical, a memory from my childhood. But I didn't write this. It was a page written by Thomas Zane. None of them were supposed to exist anymore.
Alan, 7 years old, would fight sleep to the bitter end. When he did sleep, he soon woke up, screaming, the nightmares fresh in his mind. One evening, his mother, sitting by his bed, offered him an old light switch. She called it the clicker, and flicking the switch would turn on a magical light that would drive the beast away.
3年前他们在家里的时候，他跟他老婆讲的那个东西。
She added that it had been given to her by Alan's father. Alan never knew him, and anything of his took on mythical proportions in his mind. With the clicker firmly in his hand, Alan finally slept like a baby. Now, almost 30 years later, Alan thought of this as he stood on the rim of Cauldron Lake, the clicker in his hand. He took a deep breath and jumped.
My mind swirled. I'd given the clicker to Alice, yet it was here. Zane had written it into existence in a story I had written. I can get to her now. I can finish this.
第5章啦。
Previously on Alan Wake, I wrote a horror story that has come true. Thomas Zane did the same in the 70s.
You will go no further.
If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story. No one will survive.
You knew Zane! Thomas Zane! You're the Lady of the Light in the song!
He left something behind to help me. The clicker.
Alan thought of this as he stood on the rim of Cauldron Lake, the clicker in his hand. He took a deep breath and jumped.
I can get to her now. I can finish this.
好，第6章就是最后一章了。那明天应该就可以玩完，礼拜5就可以接续我们的 Back for Blood 喋血复仇。哦，明天应该就可以玩完了，应该啦，因为它有多2个特辑 ，Signal 跟那个信号跟作家，所以我不确定以前我玩的时候有没有，还是这一次 Remastered 加进去，好像以前就有，只是我忘记了，那是蛮久以前玩的了。对。总之，今天就是大概知道了他们故事的主线是长怎么样的。反正就是那2个摇滚老头哦，就是唤醒了巨斧湖底的黑暗力量。因为这个湖可以让所有的 creator 创作家，无论你是画家、歌手、写手、作者之类的，都可以让你写的东西变成真的。那所以那2个老头唤醒了黑暗力量，然后黑暗力量就开始控制各种 creator， 然后跟那个精神病院的医生他应该说诱惑了那个精神病院的医生，所以那精神病院医生就控制了各大的艺术家、创作者哦，然后去实现他梦想中的美好世界这样子。然后 Alan 刚好也是被诱导过来的嘛，他刚好也是被他，因为那个精神病医生有联络他妻子，刚好也是被他诱导过来的。然后被诱导过来之后，他就被 Barbara， 就是已经被黑暗力量控制的 Barbara 控制，在开始写他的小说，但是他还要保持一点理智在，所以他有在小说里面留自己一个后路，有把光明写进来，就是 Thomas Zane， 那个汤马斯赞恩，然后他救了他，然后现在我们在 run 的这个流程就是之后写的，就是他现在他写的这个小说的内容，从头到尾写的这个小说的内容，然后最后一页呢还留在小屋的打字稿上面，所以我们只要能够过去把那个文稿给打完，把故事改写，故事就结束这样子。它的主线是这样，以前就有，这次改版好像只有改外观，游戏内容改变不多。对，我记得是这样没有错，就是他只有把那个他的模组，他的角色模组所有的物件贴图，全部都升等了，就是变得比较现代一点，然后还支援了 4K， 但我没有 4K， 所以还是玩1080p。不过可以很明显的感觉出来，它这一代的贴图模组有升级了很多这样子。游戏内容改变不多，至少玩到现在都是没有变的，跟我以前的记忆是一样，就我 run 过的地方我都有想起来。对啊，大概就是这样。好，总之就是今天的实况就到这。然后明天应该也是继续跑 Alan Remastered， 然后明天应该就跑得完，我明天跑得完。虽然说明天晚上11点就可以提前游玩了，就是我应该会等到礼拜五晚上吧。对啊，我会等到礼拜五晚上大概8点才开始玩。那活动可以说现在就开始啦，其实你现在就要分享，就要按赞，其实是没有关系的。你只要有做就有参加资格。好，然后7天后，就是从明天开始算的7天后的那天晚上的直播要结束前，我就会公开抽奖。那公开抽奖的方式跟之前抽恶灵古堡、8、萨达传说还有魔物猎人是一样的。我有想知道是怎么抽的，可以去粉丝团底下就往下滑，会看到我抽奖记录，我抽奖记录都有留着。好，那你们可以参考一下。好，总之就是今天的实况，感谢今天2位追随Nick0656还有猫飞碟。好，今天就先到这了，大家晚安，拜拜。